we actually have the key fob locked inside the car. Hey everyone, we're here at Shannonville Motorsport Park where we are going to drift our bone stock C6 Corvette on this skid pad. So far, the only thing we have installed is the Mini Mantis kit, where we have 3 options for our tie rod pickup point. We have the OEM tie rod pickup point, we have a moderate improvement angle point, which we currently have installed right now, and then we have a maximum angle improvement pickup point. The third one that I just said, the maximum one, we probably won't be able to run with our stock control arms because the wheels are gonna hit everything, but we're gonna try it out, show you what's gonna happen with it, and we're gonna have a blast. These cars are super fast, lots of grip from factory. We've done absolutely nothing to it, so you guys are gonna see firsthand how good these cars really are and how affordable you can get angle, and then you don't really need to do anything else. The diff locks up automatically, the suspension is okay from factory, but coilovers are affordable and easy to get. So this is gonna help you guys on setting up your Corvettes. Let's get into it. We're gonna go to the factory location. Everything seems great. We're gonna switch her up and show you how it's done. Our little locking plate's doing its job, keeping everything from backing out. That's the bolt that was holding everything together. And there's your tie rod end, ready to go to its new position. Just like that, in a matter of less than 5 minutes, we now have the tie rod back in the factory position. What's our alignment saying? We'll check it with our toe plates after we do both sides, but the alignment's gonna be pretty easy to do with the double adjustable outer tie rod. It's got a left hand on the outer, right hand on the inner. So you can lengthen it using that, or you can lengthen it just by turning the inner tie rod. We may need to do maybe a quarter turn out. It's really not that much different. So yeah, let's do the other side. Due to the electrical problems of the 05 Corvette, we actually have the key fob locked inside the car. The car knows that the key fob is within range to open the door, but because these cars are notorious for electrical problems, it won't open the door. So now our friend is driving our spare key so that we can open the trunk, which is the only spot that has a actual physical key location, to then grab our key fob, which is right on the seat, and get into this car. So we're trying to make good use of our time by doing the tie rod swap, but the column's locked, so that's why we can't turn the wheel to, we don't need to though. We don't need to turn the wheel because the kit is so user-friendly that you can do your changes. You don't even need to change the wheel. Turn the wheel at nothing. You take the wheel off, you change the tie rod, you put the wheel back on. You can have your key fob locked in the car or not. It doesn't matter. You can make all the changes you need with or without the keys. It's amazing. Anyways. Because it's nice and warm, but when you do it in Canada, you could die of hypothermia because these are driving gloves. These are not, I think my skin is a better insulator. Those are welding gloves, they're insulated. Anyways. Yeah, so we're here in Canada. It's like -8, -10. But nice and sunny, so it's perfect conditions. The car's not going to overheat or anything. Like I said, everything with this car is completely stock. Right now, I've turned the traction system off. With the earlier C6 Corvettes, this is an 05, so you tend to get some electronic issues. We're going to see if we get any today. In front of our cameraman over here, we're going to do a full lock donut so we can really see the improvement in angle on the size of the radius of our turn. I'm just going to go to full lock like this, And this is driving around in a circle at full lock in the factory position. Okay, we'll do it 2 or 3 times just so our cameraman can see the difference. See if we can drift with it on stock angle. Nope. Very difficult. So it's very difficult. You got to be playing around with the lock a lot. We'll swap back to our first position for drifting and see how much easier it is to drift. So we just drifted in the stock form and it's doable, but it's very hard to transition because the car wants to over rotate. It's got a lot of grip and a very low amount of angle. While you're in drift, you just want to keep it without over rotating, so you're modulating your throttle quite a bit, and I'm using the brake quite a bit so that I am able to control the drift because it's got very low angle. I think it's somewhere around like 35 degrees or something. So let's switch to our drifting position and do a comparison, and we should be able to drift fairly easily. We have now swapped to our relocated tie rod position that allows us to drift these cars a lot easier. So we're just going to do a couple donuts here for the cameraman to show the increase in radius. There's a little bit of rubbing, but I think that this tie rod position is actually the perfect spot, to the point where the wheels just start to rub. So if you could put on a slip-on spacer, you'd be golden with this setup and factory wheels and stuff. Now, if you were able to lengthen the arms or get aftermarket arms, you'd have nothing but clearance with this mini kit. So, right off the bat, I can tell that maintaining angle is a lot easier. Wow. We'll do a larger loop here and try to throw in some transitions. Yeah, you're able to transition really easily. Drifting is like a walk in the park now. Another little transition here. Perfect, it's absolutely perfect. Really easy to drift without over rotating. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Donnie, what do you think?
This thing's great.
Awesome. That was fantastic. So what an improvement over factory. Oh my goodness. And to do that and to be able to bolt it on, run factory wheels, factory control arms, no coilovers, and to get that much more angle and not change anything else is kind of unheard of for an angle mod, really, especially for a Corvette. Like, there's nothing like that that's that cheap, that easy to put on. Gives you 3 options to go back to factory, drift with stock control arms really easily like you just saw, and then we still have one more position that'll give us even more steering angle. I'm really impressed. I mean, I designed it, this is how I made it, but it's so far it's outperformed what I thought that it would be. Like the moderate angle improvement position, I thought this would be it's still going to be kind of difficult to drive because it's not a crazy amount of angle, but you know what? That was super easy. Like every transition, super snappy, lots of speed. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That is our Mini Mantis kit swapped from factory tie rod position to the moderate improvement tie rod position. And because when we were on the moderate tie rod position, we noticed that the brake caliper is already contacting the control arm and the wheel is just starting to rub. So if we went to the the maximum steering angle that this kit offers, there'd be no point in doing it. The wheels would just, instead of just touching the arms, they would smash the arm. And demonstration wise, we wouldn't be able to show you any improvements beyond that. So I guess on the next episode, we'll just continue to modify this stock Corvette with coilovers, some dual caliber brackets. We'll eventually get to aftermarket control arms, and then we can really show the benefits of this kit. But we've already sold this kit to a couple people, so they'll definitely be putting it to the test on that maximum setting. They're gonna really show why this kit may end up being the go-to for anything related to getting into drifting with your Corvette, because it's very affordable and it's the only thing that you really need to do with these cars. The rear end's awesome. They got tons of grip. They handle great from factory. If you want to put coilovers on it just makes it even just that much better. So we're gonna do a little heater here for the camera. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video, whatever that video is. Peace.